Becky LaFranchi. I do work for IKEA. IKEA is a Swedish home furnishings retailer, as you might know. My role at IKEA is the communication and interior design manager for the US. Essentially, that means that I'm responsible for the interior design, the visual merchandising, and the graphic communication in our stores, the 40 stores that we have in the US. If that sounds like a very cool, very fun job, you are right. I'm very, very lucky to have it, and very lucky to be here with you this morning. That's my role. But my job and IKEA's vision is actually to make your life better, all of your lives better. In fact, our vision is to create a better everyday life for the many, many people. I'm here this morning to ask us this question: can our homes make us happier? And not just do our homes make us feel happy, but can we actually create our happiness in our homes? Not only do I think that we can, I absolutely know this to be true. Our homes are the source of our sense of self, our well-being, even our self-confidence. Nobody knows us better than our homes do. Gretchen Rubin, who's a blogger and wrote the book The Happiness Project, conducted a year-long survey, really researching scientific theories and traditional beliefs about what it is that makes us happy, and asking a pretty big question, I think. She would ask, what one resolution have you started that had a big impact on your overall happiness? And overwhelmingly, people said it's this very simple act of making the bed every day. And that's surprising because it's not life-changing, it's not a new skill learned, but it makes a big impact in your day and in your sense of accomplishment. Doing something like that at the start of the day really sets you out in a good mood and makes you feel like you can conquer anything. And when you come home, really, no matter how rough your day has been, you can walk into your room and say, at least I had my stuff together enough to make the bed today. There is no space more central to our identities than our homes. Our homes are the structure around our energy. I'd like you to close your eyes, think back to the home that you grew up in. Really be in that space in your mind. Regardless of whether the emotion you're experiencing right now is a positive or a negative one, you are experiencing an emotion. It's impossible to separate those two things. Now I want you to think about someone that you love or have loved, but you don't live with, and place yourself in their homes. Make yourself at home in their home. What is it that makes you have that sense of comfort or affection for that person? Is it the smell of their cooking? Is it a song that you can think of that reminds you? Is it the warmth of their bed? Tonight, when you go home after this very inspirational day, I don't want you to see your home. I want you to feel your home. Walk through the spaces. Open the doors and the drawers. Record your emotions. Are there some spaces that increase your energy level that you really do love? Are there some spaces that create a little anxiety for you? Life has gotten very hectic for us. It's so 2D and glossy, so fast. Even relationships and connections have changed so much over the last handful of years. People are having legitimate, authentic relationships with people that they've never met. We know that all of this kind of chaos that's created in our lives is directly affecting our stress, and that our stress is directly affecting our health. 70% of all doctor's visits and 80% of all serious illnesses are actually contributed in some way to stress, whether it's exacerbated by that or caused by that. 83% of parents believe that it's important to hug and kiss their children in the morning, but only 48% of them do. 16% of New Yorkers admit to working in the bathroom. Now, maybe this is from the comfort of a bubble bath. I don't think it is, and even if it is, that's not the right place to work. You should be relaxing. 12% of New Yorkers admit to working before they leave for work. We never turn it off, and technology has become our new texture. But this is texture, this is life, and this is what makes us happy. Oftentimes when we go about designing our homes and creating our spaces, we start from a very external point. We're flipping through magazines and we go shopping and we look for things that, oh, that's me, this is me. But I want to take us to a different perspective. I don't want to talk about aesthetics at all, actually. There's a Swedish word, hemtrevligt, and there isn't a direct English translation for that, but essentially it means home comfort. It means creating a space that provides coziness and comfort and beauty and practicality and that evokes emotion. But the Swedes are very practical people, so there's a couple of things to do first. The first thing is, what's the access point to creating my happy place, to creating space for my head space? What's the front door? Well, the front door is inspiration, and not inspiration in home furnishings, but inspiration in your life. Tangible and intangible things that spark and stimulate your energy, or that calm you down when you're stressed out. It's really important to really have a great understanding of the memories and experiences that you have that create this for you. Then we need to go into the attics of our heads and our hearts, and we need to clear some things out, get rid of some stuff. We need to look at what it is that could be hindering our happiness in our own homes. Maybe comparison. Somebody else has a home, a style that you really admire, that you really like, and you mimic that in some way. You replicate that in some way. Is there obligation that you need to get rid of? Do you own things that someone who loves you took the time and resources to give to you, but you really don't like it? That affects your ability to create your own happiness in your own space. Once we have cleared all of that out, we have a nice, fresh, clean slate to create your happy place. And we need to work on these three things: order, our senses, and our sense of identity. Clutter kills, people. It will kill you. That may sound dramatic. It's not. Clutter creates chaos, confusion, discomfort, even fear. Think about this. If you can't find your keys in the morning, your adrenaline goes. I'm going to be late. If it's the third time this week that you can't find your keys, you start to think about what people must think of you. I'm going to lose my job. How am I, my mother's going to yell at me again. Having a home that is structured and orderly creates peace and comfort for us. It creates room for us to do the rituals and the activities that we truly cherish and love. It creates the time and the space to do that. Having an orderly home isn't just about a place for everything and everything in its place. It's also about creating an intuitive home, that you place things where they make sense for you. We think about an intuitive product when we think about cars or apps, but we can do that in our homes. Engaging the five senses, all five senses, when we create our space, creates a full experience for us. When we dismiss or we don't take this into consideration, we actually dismiss the human. Recently, Ilse Crawford and IKEA have co-created a collection for us called Sinner. And Ilse is a British designer, very, very humanistic starting point. And she wanted IKEA to embrace imperfection and tactility. And IKEA wanted for these to be everyday objects that people could use and love. They foraged through forests and rivers and ponds and looked for water hyacinth and cork and bamboo. And in the end, created a collection of everyday objects, not showstoppers, not standout pieces, background pieces that you get to use and touch and look at every day. And when you do that, it connects you back to nature. It connects you back to earth. The stimulus today pulling us in the direction of technology is so fierce and so fast that it's even more important now to reconnect to nature. We have to pull that stimulus back. This collection is about connecting the head and the heart through the hand. The third is your identity, really making your space your own. This is probably the hardest part of these three, because number one, it means you know yourself. Number two, you're not afraid of what other people might think of a space that you would create for yourself. It takes some vulnerability to do this. And it means that you have to throw some rules away and some preconceived ideas away. But when we don't consider ourselves, we're essentially living in someone else's heart, in someone else's head, in someone else's idea of how we should live. When you create a space and a home that is truly reflecting what and who you love, when someone enters your home, they will have a visceral reaction to that. They will immediately connect to your spirit. Creating a home that acknowledges your spirit will make you happier. Creating a home that's structured and helps you with your busy life will make you happier. Creating a home full of simple treasures that you can use and touch every day that connect you to earth and to your activities and to your experiences will make you happier. Creating a home that soothes your senses will make you happier. Creating a home full of love will make you happier. Creating a home that has your stamp, your fingerprint on it will make you happier. You don't have to be an expert in design to create a beautiful home. Certainly you can have an interior designer help you, but all I'm going to do is ask you a whole lot of questions about yourself. So you are the starting point. You get to be the expert here. And then once we layer in aesthetic and style and form on top of that, you will have a home that is sensual, emotional, and is your source of your sense of self, your emotional and physical well-being, and even your self-confidence. Buckminster Fuller is a rebellious American architect, and he has one of my favorite quotes. When I'm working on a problem, I never think about beauty. But in the end, if the solution is not beautiful, I know it is wrong. I want to make your lives better. And hopefully we did that today. Thank you.